I was a sickly, delicate boy, suffered much from asthma, and frequently had to be taken away on trips to find a place where I could breathe. One of my memories is of my father walking up and down the room with me in his arms at night, when I was a very small person, and of sitting up in bed, gasping, with my father and mother trying to help me. I went very little to school. I never went to the public schools, as my own children later did, both at the Clove School at Oyster Bay and at Ford School in Washington. When I was 10 years old, I made my first journey to Europe. I did not think I gained anything from this particular trip abroad. I cordially hated it. Culture is something that you notice when you spend enough time at a customer site. It is the meter of how they talk to each other and how they do business. Great companies have a strong culture of sharing information, creativity, and innovation. People will be inspired by their work and may inspire us as well. Love is the crowning grace of humanity, the holiest right of the soul, the golden link which binds us to duty and truth, the redeeming principle that chiefly reconciles the heart to life and is prophetic of eternal good. You may spend roughly $18 for a 3.5 cubic foot bag of vermiculite. You'll need up to $9 for a 3.8 cubic foot compressed amount of peat moss. It is important that you get different types of compost. With $30, you can get several different mixtures of compost in bulk. You can purchase it pre-bagged. With $2, you can get a cubic foot bag. The distance which Smith had to move to reach the enemy's lines was about 6 miles, and the Confederate advance line of works was but 2 miles outside of Petersburg. Smith was to move under the cover of night, up close to the enemy's works, and assault as soon as he could after daylight. I believed then, and still believe, that Petersburg could have easily been captured at that time. It only had about 2,500 men in the defenses, besides some irregular troops, consisting of citizens and employees in the city who took up arms in case of emergency. Smith started as proposed, but his advance encountered a rebel force entrenched between City Point and their lines outside of Petersburg. This position he carried, with some loss to the enemy, but there was so much delay that it was daylight before his troops really got off from there.